In the quiet fields of Willow Creek, Montana, where the wind carried whispers of secrets, two sisters bound by blood faced a choice that could shatter their bond forever. Clara and Lila Hayes, as close as sisters could be, stood at a crossroads. When love and duty collided, forcing them to share the heart of one man. As their unconventional arrangement unraveled under the weight of jealousy and sacrifice, a single moment of truth would redefine their family. Proving that love's greatest test is the courage to let go, the sun rose over Willow Creek, Montana, on July 20th, 2025, painting the rolling hills gold. The Hayes family farm, a sprawling patch of wheat and wildflowers, was the heart of the small town where everyone knew the sisters Clara and Lila. Clara, 28, was the elder, with steady hands, and a practical mind running the farm since their parents' passing 5 years ago. Layla, 25, was the dreamer, her sketches of distant cities pinned to the farmhouse walls, her heart restless for more. The sisters shared everything: chores, laughter, grief. But their most guarded secret was Ethan Caldwell, Clara's husband, of 3 years. Ethan, a kind-hearted veterinarian with a warm smile, had moved to Willow Creek to start his practice. When Clara fell ill with a chronic heart condition 2 years into their marriage, her health too fragile for the demands of farm life, Lila stepped in to help. But the arrangement grew complicated when Ethan and Lila, thrown together by long days and shared burdens, developed feelings neither could deny. Clara, confined to bed during her worst days, sensed the shift. One stormy night, with rain battering the farmhouse, she called Lila and Ethan to her side. "I see how you look at each other," she said, her voice weak but firm. "I'm dying and I won't leave you both alone. Lila, promise you'll care for Ethan when I'm gone. Love him if you must." Tears streaked Lila's face, but she nodded, guilt and love warring within her. Ethan, torn, agreed to honor Clara's wish, though his heart ached for both sisters. The pact was born. Layla would marry Ethan after Clara's passing, ensuring the farm and their family stayed whole. But Clara's condition stabilized with new medication, and the pact became a living arrangement: Ethan, Clara's husband by law, and Lila, his unspoken partner, sharing the farmhouse in an uneasy truce. By 2025, the arrangement strained under unspoken resentments. Clara, stronger but still frail, managed the farm's books from her room, her eyes sharp with jealousy when Ethan and Lila laughed over dinner. Layla, torn between loyalty to Clara and her love for Ethan, buried her feelings. In her sketches, her dreams of leaving Willow Creek fading. Ethan, caught in the middle, loved Clara's strength and Layla's spirit, his guilt a constant shadow. The town whispered about the Hayes sisters. At the general store, gossip swirled. Some called it scandalous, others pitied the trio. Lila overheard a clerk mutter, "2 sisters, 1 husband. That farm's cursed." She fled, her cheeks burning, and threw herself into chores, avoiding Ethan's gentle glances. One morning, as Ethan tended to a sick calf, Layla brought him coffee, their hands brushing. "We can't keep doing this," she whispered, her voice breaking. "Clara's my sister, but I love you." Ethan's jaw tightened. "I love you both," he said, his voice raw. "But Clara's my wife. I promised her." Layla nodded, tears falling, and returned to the house, where Clara sat by the window, watching them with a knowing gaze. That evening, Clara confronted Lila in the kitchen, her voice sharp. "You think I don't see you stealing moments with him?" she said. "I gave you my blessing to save you both, not to hurt me." Layla's temper flared. "I'm not stealing, Clara. I'm trapped, just like you." The sisters stared at each other, the air thick with pain. Ethan, entering, froze, his eyes pleading. "We're family," he said. "We'll figure this out." But the tension lingered, a storm brewing. The breaking point came at the Willow Creek Harvest Festival, a town tradition where the community gathered under string lights and hay bales. Clara, feeling stronger, insisted on attending, her wheelchair pushed by Ethan. Lila followed, her sketchbook tucked under her arm, her smile forced. The town stares were relentless, whispers cutting through the fiddle music. At the festival, a local farmer, Tom, approached Lila, his interest clear. "You're wasting away on that farm," he said, his tone kind but bold. "You deserve your own life." Leila blushed, flattered but conflicted. Ethan, overhearing, felt a pang of jealousy, his heart torn. Clara, watching from her chair, saw the exchange and gripped the armrests, her face pale. Back home, the sisters clashed. "Go with Tom if you want," Clara shouted, her voice breaking. "Stop pretending you're here for me." Leila's eyes filled with tears. "I stayed because you asked me to. I love Ethan, but I love you more." The confession hung heavy, and Clara's anger softened into sorrow. "I'm holding you both back," she whispered. Ethan, unable to bear the pain, stepped in. "This isn't working," he said, his voice steady but pained. "Clara, I love you, but you deserve peace. Leila, you deserve freedom. I can't be the wedge between you." He proposed a painful solution. He'd leave the farm. Giving the sisters space to heal. The next morning, Clara called Leila to her room. "I was wrong," she said, her voice soft. "I wanted to keep you both close, but I'm chaining you two. My illness, Ethan's right, you need to live." Leila shook her head, tears falling. "You're my sister, I won't abandon you." Clara took Leila's hand. "Then let's rewrite this. Stay, but not as his shadow. Find your own path." She turned to Ethan, who stood in the doorway. "And you stay with us, but as my husband, not her burden. We'll make this work, honestly." The sisters and Ethan agreed to a new arrangement. Leila enrolled in an online art program, her sketches gaining attention from a gallery in Missoula. Ethan hired help for the farm, easing Clara's load. Clara, embracing her role as the farm's heart, organized community events, her strength inspiring the town. The whispers faded, replaced by respect for the sisters' resilience. By fall, the Hayes farm thrived, its fields golden under the Montana sky. Leila's first art show sold out, her sketches of Willow Creek's beauty drawing crowds. Clara, healthier with new treatments, hosted a farm dinner, her laughter echoing as Ethan carved roast. The sisters, once divided by love, found unity and honesty. Their bond stronger than ever, Ethan no longer torn. Cherished Clara's courage and Leila's spirit, his role clear as husband and friend. In Willow Creek, where secrets once whispered, the Hayes sisters proved that love shared, sacrificed, or redefined could heal even the deepest wounds.